Help me! Come! Help me!
He was walking his dog on Wimbledon Common and found these half buried there. He's an ex-police officer. He thought it was suspicious as the clothes are in good condition but for the bloodstains.
Oh, look, they could belong to anyone.
This was in the pocket. It's a torn part of a purchase order for electrical goods, new plugs and wiring. It's the company Michael Summerby works for.
Mrs. Summerby? West, stay in the house. You two out front, please. Miss Summerby, where's your son?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is this where you found the CDs?
Yeah.
Right, Satch.
Why aren't you wearing your uniform?
Because I'm not arresting you. Because you haven't noticed, I'm trying to bond with you. I'm trying to dress to please you, and I get bloody criticism.
Dr. Simmons will see you now, but can Richard wait here a moment?
Yes, you'll be all right.
Yeah. Up the stairs, along the corridor, and on the right.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about your divorce, if it was a mutual decision?
It wasn't. I left my wife. I didn't leave her for anyone. I did get into a relationship shortly after, but it's not the reason I left.
Are you still in that relationship?
No, I live alone. My wife still lives in the family home. I provide for them all. I thought it was important that the kids were disturbed as little as possible by the divorce.
Your daughter's older than Richard?
Yeah, 3 years. She's very talented, very bright.
Do your children have any pets?
Pets? No. My wife Lynn doesn't like animals in the house. I think we had a puppy for a short time. But it was, I don't think it was house trained, so she packed it off to the Battersea Dog Zone.
How did Richard react to that?
I don't know, I wasn't there. But it was his puppy. He got it for his birthday.
Did you give the puppy to him?
No, it was my brother, I think. Look, is this really relevant? I don't like leaving him sitting downstairs on his own.
Of course, I just need a little more background from you first. Is there any prior history of Richard acting in this way?
No.
How would you describe your relationship with your ex-wife in the run-up to your divorce?
Look, I think I know where you're going with this, but I have never been abusive physically to my wife. I wanted to strangle the life out of her. God, she's hell to live with.
Would your ex-wife agree to coming in to see me?
I wanted her to, but she refused. I suppose because she decided I was the one to blame then. Well.
Has your ex-wife ever been in an abusive relationship that Richard may have been privy to?
Yeah, but it was a few years ago. Well, she's with someone now. I don't know, I couldn't tell you.
But can you tell me more about that time? It's important that I know as much as possible about Richard's past.
I've now moved in to
to take care of my daughter and the boys. She's very depressed. She has continual migraines.
Ah, yes, the family liaison officer keeps me updated. Perhaps Mr. Harrogate's at home.
No, he isn't, and he won't be. He moved out last week, right after the funeral. Darling, are you up to seeing Detective Chief Inspector Connor? And, I'm sorry.
Dear Satchell.
Satchell. Okay.
Mrs. Harrogate, I thought you should know Michael Summerby has been charged with Emily's murder. He hasn't been granted bail and he'll be kept in Wallington prison until his trial.
When will that be?
5 or 6 months. But we're very confident that we have everything that...
Whatever happens, it won't bring Emily back. Mother, call James. I want to tell the boys.
James? James!
They're not back at school yet. I suppose you know my husband left me. Hard to believe he could at such a terrible time.
I'm so sorry.
James must have gone out.
I feel sorry for those two lads. You can almost feel that depression choking you, can't you?
Well, she hasn't got much to be happy about right now, has she? And the husband didn't let the grass grow under his feet. Oh, look at the garage. I reckon he would have left her anyway, well before the daughter died. He just probably didn't have the guts before.
I don't call it guts, it's bloody selfish. I mean, those boys need him and he's off shagging his mistress. But like she said, it's over, isn't it?
Well, not quite. Michael Summerby hasn't been found guilty.
What we've got against him, do me a favour.
We don't have a motive, the weapon, and he hasn't admitted to murder.
I'm so sorry, I've forgotten. Emily shared my locker at the tennis club. There's a tennis sneakers and a sweater.
Have you opened it?
No, it's locked. My mother said I should bring it in. I put Emily's other things in the bag too. I'm sorry, I've not played tennis for ages.
Why'd you take a diary to a tennis game?
Away from prying eyes?
Yeah, but whose?
Why don't you get into bed? Get an early night. We've got another session, 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Don't go near the bed. You don't need to go to the bed. It's not going to happen again. He's there. He's in it.
I'll do it. Just stay by. Stay by. I need to rest the sheets. It's all right.
No, it's okay.
No.
Sorry.
Stand. It's okay.